Happy New Day. Today is Wednesday. Hope you are doing well. Another day in Coronaville as it continues. So much else is going on in the world as if we don't have enough new opportunities, new vision, new dreams, new ideas, a new you, if you want. But anyway, today I want to talk about sharing. I was recently asked a question why I share, why I do what I do. This is nothing new to me. Since my first book, We Snap in Silence, back in, gosh, I forgot, it's been over probably 2009, I want to say. I've always shared myself. I've always written about my life. I'm an open book. I had a mentor who is deceased now. She had a phrase, look into my life and learn from it. And I've always enjoyed being around older women because I learned from them. So sharing my experiences comes easy to me. I almost feel obligated. I think it's just my makeup. I think it's part of my purpose to share my life so not only the younger woman can look into my life and learn from it, but older women. There is a 21-year-old young lady that was featured in one of the previous issues of The Other Woman magazine. And she wrote a song called Love Dumb, D-U-M, Love Dumb. And I'm going to have her on soon, hopefully the next broadcast, and talk to her about what she knows about being love dumb. At 21, I believe she was 21 or 22, she's obviously gone through some things to write a song about love dumb. Beautiful song. So I believe we become stronger as women. The bond of womanhood becomes stronger when we share what we've been through. I always say our pain empowers. What we've gone through is nothing new under the sun. Somebody else somewhere in the world has gone through that exact same issue, maybe on a different level. Of course, a different person, different factors were intertwined in the issue, but nothing new is under the sun. So when we share, we can learn and realize the most important thing for We Snap in Silence. One of the reasons I wrote We Snap in Silence is so women, we know we're not alone. We're not alone with our crazy, how we feel crazy sometimes for making crazy decisions or unwise choices. But when we come together and share our stories and be vulnerable enough to be transparent for the sake of somebody else's good, another woman's good, another woman's benefit, that, for the lack of another word, is empowering. It's enlightening. I like that word better. It's enlightening. Some of the scales come off your eyes of not only your life, but life itself. In dealing with men, dealing with children, dealing with marriages. If you're just tuning in, I didn't even introduce myself. My name is Lavender Shedrick Williams, and I decided to create a magazine titled The Other Woman because after 20 years of marriage, being released from my marriage, I realized that I had a lot of life left in me. And when I think about it, life didn't end when my marriage ended. My marriage served its purpose. My marriage, I don't consider it a failed marriage. It served its purpose. It happened. It ended. Period. It was just another event in my life. Yes, that was 20 years of my life, but all of my writing material is a result of my marriage. I started writing We Snap in Silence when I was married. I used to call him Sugar Bear. My unhusband, he's got a new name now, unhusband, used to be called Sugar Bear in We Snap in Silence. So I've had some good times in my marriage. However, why would I stop sharing my life just because I was released from my marriage? That's more important for me to share now in my mind, because we learn from mistakes, but how great is it to learn from someone else's, and not even a mistake, it was something that happened. Learn from someone else's life. So this young lady who wrote Love Dumb, before she gets married, she can experience and discover her other woman and know her worth and know her value. So that's all it's about. It's about the cycle of women. We're full circle. We give birth to creativity. We give birth to new life. We give birth, period. It's all about us. It's all about bringing newness into the world. And it starts with the woman. That's powerful. When we know our power, things change. The world changes. And some of that power comes in us coming together. So we all have a story. And I encourage you to share your story in The Other Woman. I get a lot of submissions. A lot of them are not published because some of the writers want to teach, they want to preach. We already have that taken care of in The Other Woman magazine. The Other Woman is about sharing your other woman, your experience, your encounter. And I use the average woman. Even on the back cover, I started using the average woman to model, and I'm using us to model inside the magazine instead of, I used to find someone on the internet, a model on the internet, and use her. But now I want to use us. So The Other Woman magazine is the only magazine featuring us, and I want our stories. So the first one was Miss Jasmine Clennon. Jasmine lives in New York, and just her husband is actually a photographer. And he took this, and I asked her permission to use it, and I just love it. Jasmine will be sharing her story soon in a future issue. The second one was Olivia Sartain lives in California. And if there's a photographer who wants to submit a picture, she's a mother. Olivia's a mother of 3 boys, I believe it is. 3 little handsome boys. And the last one, the latest issue, is Sandra Jenkins from Montgomery, The Average Woman. So even the inside, the stories are all about, from love, finding love, the single life. Like I said, it covers everything. Men, there's an article about a man, young man who was married, felt betrayed by his wife. She cheated on him. There's still some good men out there, ladies. There are still some loyal, faithful men out there. He still loves his wife. They're divorced now. But in this latest issue, it's called Betrayed, Scorned by Love. And he was able to open up and share his story. So men share their stories also. And this Love Dumb, her name is Ricky Simone. Ricky will be joining me soon. What does this little pretty lady know about Love Dumb? It says, is it possible, she was 21, for a 21-year-old lady to know what love is? Well, 21-year-old Ricky Simone, an up-and-coming songwriter, R&B funk singer, says she knows what love is, and also wrote and published a beautiful ballad titled Love Dumb. She is a student at the University of Alabama. So she says she knows what love is. Well, we're going to talk to Ricky now. Some of the older women, we're still finding out what love is and what love is not. But it'll be an interesting conversation with her. So again, I encourage you, the best way to write a story, first you need to see the content in the magazine. Purchase a copy of the magazine on candypublishing.net. Candypublishing.net. Go to the Other Woman link and purchase a copy and find out the type of content. Find out how you can share your story. We have stories on a woman shared on dealing with depression, living single. We have intimacy rebirth for the marriage section. Keitra Martin Davis, this was in the second issue. I am my hair and my hair is me. So she talks about how she is confronted in some of the choice that she made of her hairstyle and why she made that choice. And along the same lines, in the recent issue, we have Miss Linda Albritton from Tallahassee, Florida. Bold, beautiful, and bald. She shares her choice for the bald look. Excited to have Linda on board with the Other Woman magazine. And my goodness, that time went by fast. And she will be a regular contributor also. There is, I'm going to share one more. Brittany Davis, 28 years old, what not to say to your single friends. Brittany has never really been in love before. If you follow her story, she's a contributing writer also. Just sharing her truth, being vulnerable enough to share some of the things that she goes through being a single woman. So you share yourself. So again, I encourage you to share your story. Go to candypublishing.net and purchase a copy. It's only $10. I am so proud of this magazine. I could talk about it all day, and the response has just been phenomenal. So I come on YouTube to share more about who she is, because people get the wrong idea with the title and the image on the cover. But I talk about that in a previous broadcast also, why I chose that cover and the meaning of that cover. So I'm going to close before I continue blabbing on. I ask that you meet the other woman, meet your other woman. Don't be afraid to embrace the other woman and free the other woman. And when you realize who that other woman is, that other woman who's been kind of silenced, suppressed, pushed down, put in the background of your life, wanting to live, wanting to do some things, like I said at the beginning of my talk, new opportunities, new visions, new dreams. It's something in you that you might want to do that you're kind of hesitant, or your fear of failure or fear of what other people might say. The other woman is bold and courageous. The other woman realizes she has that one life. And if you're going to live, you better do it now, because life runs out, and it runs out really fast. So again, meet the other woman, embrace the other woman, and free the other woman. Until next time, enjoy your day and stay safe. Bye-bye.